What is going on, dudes, and welcome to a bit of quick free-for-all action on Hanoi. A lot of you were wondering how my trip to go snowboarding in Utah went, so I thought I'd dedicate a couple minutes to talk about that. It was pretty quick. I was only there for 2 solid days, another 2 of which were dedicated to just traveling, so it was pretty fast for journeying such a distance. I mean, people do that for business all the time, but for a leisurely trip to go snowboarding, it was kind of out of the way, but it was still fun. Unfortunately, it was amazing. For middle of January, it was extremely hot. It was like 40 degrees at the top of the mountain. I went to the canyons, which is right near Park City. It's actually only like a mile or so away. But because we have friends who have a house actually right on the mountain, it's pretty amazing. You can ski right up to the door and then walk right out in the morning, and they don't even check lift tickets on the side of the mountain where the house is located. So if you I didn't do this, but theoretically if you didn't want to pay and you weren't like super into going all over the place, you could just ski for free in this one little area because they just don't care enough to check lift tickets. So it's pretty cool. And I actually went sledding for the first time. After the day was over, we walked out the front door right onto the ski run, and it was like it was a blue or something like that, blue/green, and got on sleds and just went head first down. It feels like you're going so fast because you're only like 6 inches off the ground. I mean, in reality, we're probably going around a quarter the speed as we would when we're skiing/snowboarding, but it's awesome. I probably had more fun doing the sledding than snowboarding just because it was something so different. I mean, not to say that snowboarding's not different because I hardly ever get to go. In fact, it had been a couple of years, a couple seasons since I was last there, but hopefully I'll get to go again this year, probably the Mammoth or something during spring break, weather dependent. But it was super fun. As far as the house, I mean, God, it was a pretty amazing house. And then we went to see another one there building to go sell, and that was like, God, that was literally the front door of that house was on the ski run, this one that they were also constructing. As far as the one we were staying at that they live in sometimes, they have a vacation home that's larger than their actual home. That's kind of funny. Just thought I'd say that. Anyway, no, it was super fun. Also going into the park. I love snowboarding in the park. Unfortunately, the people we were with, only one of their kids was also into it. He snowboards as well, and he's probably better than me at this point. I remember the days when he was keeping up with me, and now I have to keep up with him just because he goes so often because they have a house up there. But so I went to the park for a little bit. Unfortunately, the way it was designed, there were these 4 jumps, and it was on sort of a pretty shallow slope, much more shallow than parks are usually on. So the first 2 were just really big. I mean, the first kicker was probably a good 30-foot gap with a 7-foot kicker to it, and that's a bit over the top for me. I'm not that amazing. I'm a way better skateboarder than snowboarding if you can compare the 2 apples to oranges. But so I would skip the first 2 and go for the last 2, which are probably like 20-foot jumps with pretty small kickers. But man, I would just bomb my ass off over the first 2 humps. No speed checks at all whatsoever, and the snow must have been sticky or something because it was still extremely difficult for me to clear them. And I mean, I'm not that great at snowboarding, so it was probably something of my doing because I would see other people clearing it easily, but still. Anyway, all in all, fun. I'm glad I went. Hopefully I'll get to go again soon, but I hope you've enjoyed, and if you have, you know, if we can get this video to over 9,000 likes, I will teach you guys all how to go Super Saiyan. Yeah, that sounds like a fair deal. So, on that note, I hope you've enjoyed watching. It has been a pleasure. I swear, my final kill cams are always with dogs, but on that note, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all next time.